Alright, good morning everybody. Welcome back to another day of trading here on the channel. Two trades today, two shorts, and just a little update from yesterday. Since I got home a little bit early, I did take two small trades in the afternoon on Tesla. Made about 50 bucks yesterday, posted that chart and executions over on Twitter in case you want to check that out at Garage Day Trader. But for this video for today, let's trade.
Hey guys, are you tired of using the same old stock market scanner and getting the same old results? Add some intensity to your trading with the Intensity Stock Watch Scanner. The intensity indicator is the only predictive price action indicator that alerts before significant reversals, allowing trade management with unprecedented timing and accuracy. Now with this exclusive link and code GDTISW, you can get 20 to 30% off every month on your subscription. It's time to finally get the results you've been looking for and intensify your trading with the Intensity Stock Watch Scanner.
Alright, so first trade of the day was here out of the opening gates on LI. You can see this nice move. You can see it hitting on the scanner up into the 15s down below on the positive intensity scanner. I'm going to go ahead and get it started. 200 shares short here at 25.11 as it moved nicely through that whole number. Now I'm going to look to see if it can move up towards 25.50 to get an add, but it doesn't. Instead, it starts coming down right away. So I'm watching it here to take my first partial. If we can get down towards and under the 24.90s, there's the 24.90s. I click the button. I get the fill for half the shares there at 24.91. So out half my share size, and now I have 100 shares left, and I'll kind of wait and see what those can do. Still willing to add back into this one if it wants to go higher because it's been very fast on the move up and on that pullback there, so we'll just wait and see what it does. But it starts to slowly fade here, so I'm watching here if we can get under 24.80. Look to take another 50 of the shares off here under 24.80. There's the move under 24.80. I click the button, I get the fill at 24.75. So that's why generally I don't put orders out ahead of time. I try and wait. Got the order there at 24.75, and I'm down to 50 shares left now on the rest of LI, and hoping that we can see those run out a little bit further. But couple minutes goes by and it really bounced up after it went down slightly further. I wasn't liking the move that made it all, so I decided to just cancel that order out and close it out here fully at 24.80 for a gain of 53.53 on LI to start the day with a win. So always happy to do that. Next trade was here on SAVA on SAVA. You can see this nice big move pop here around 9:50 in the morning. So I'm watching it here, and I did have to get locates on these, which I don't normally like to do, and they were a little bit more expensive than I generally like to pay, but it was the only really other move that I had seen all morning that I was interested in. So watching it here as we move up towards 39.50. There it's up to 340s. I'm going to go ahead and get 100 shares short here at 39.40 and willing to add on this thing if it wants to pop up towards the 40s. So watching it here, just going to wait and see what SAVA wants to do on the way as it continues its move here. So looking for up towards 40 on the add, otherwise below 39 to take profit at this point. So it does want to continue moving. Looking at this move up towards 40. Can it get up through 40 here? There's 40. I'm watching it. Can it get through? I click the button, and I get a little bit worse fill than I was thinking. I get the fill there at 39.94 for another 100 shares. So now I have 200 shares at an average of 39.67 short. So, you know, in here 39.67, it's either going to pull back under kind of both entries here, or I'm going to wait and see if it wants to go a little bit further for that final add. And it does go a little bit further, and I missed it at first, but I go ahead and put the order out here at 40.45 for 200 more shares, and I get an initial fill there of 58. So thank you, whoever in the stock market gave me those 58 of my 200 shares there at 40.45. But not the rest, and it starts pulling back here. I'm like, man, am I really going to get only 58 there, and that's going to be the top and make it harder for me to get down to where I'm in the money here at the average is now 39.85 with 258 shares? I'm not sure. So just got to kind of wait and see what happens. And look at this. It did pull all the way back down almost to 39.50 here. So I was getting a little frustrated. And then all of a sudden, boom, it pops straight back up. Gets me the full fill there at 40.45 with the remaining 148 shares or 142 shares. And now I have 400 shares short at 40.60. I decide to put 300 shares out here at 39.90 just because I didn't like how it was moving here after a few minutes, and I get the fill there. So not really taking profit there on those 300 shares, just reducing it down a little bit to control the share size and make it so that if it does continue up from this point, it's not going to be bigger on the loser. It'll be a smaller loser. And if it wants to continue down, I've still got 100 shares to play with here and try and make some money with here. So, you know, $9 on those first 300 shares, kind of just paying for the locates on this one. And then I've got 100 shares left short at 40.45. So going to see what it does here. And a few minutes goes by and it's going back up towards the highs. So it kind of got stuck around the 39.70s earlier in the day, so I decided to put 50 out there at 39.70, and it does start making a move back down off of those highs. So I'm looking to see if I can get a fill here down at 39.70 for 50 more, and I get that fill there at 39.70 for 50 more of the shares. So down to another 50 shares left here, and looking to see if we can get these down through 39.50. And looking at the chart, I'm like, man, this thing could go to 38. So if I do get below 39.50, I'll probably take 25 shares off and maybe try and let that remaining 25 shares get down towards that 38 area. So we'll see what happens. There's below 39.50. I'll go ahead and click the button. I get the fill there for the next 25 shares, down to 25 shares left. And I'm hopeful that this thing can get down towards 38 with those remaining 25 and make some decent returns there on those remaining shares. But a long time goes by and it went up and it broke through a new high, and I was like, all right, maybe it's just a little fake break here. But once it stayed up there, I just decided to put the full order out there 5 cents below where I originally got in with those, and so I just covered those out there. Once it hung up there and didn't come back down, didn't like it anymore, but still made $71 on the trade, up $125 overall on the day. So gonna take that, gonna roll with it. Got a big day today, got the next session on my lower leg sleeve, and gonna roll out with that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.